guys, welcome back to Glory Hunter, the season review, season 9, I believe this is now. And yeah, we're going to get straight into it. So, it's been, for Real Madrid, let's have a look at the club info. It's been an interesting year, let's put it that way. It's been an interesting year. We were predicted second place, became first by a mile, an absolute mile. We're doing really, really well at Real Madrid. Mbappe's an absolute star, first in the league. Didn't realise I was on £145,000 a week. That's a big wage. Yeah, we're unreal. Basically, we are absolutely unreal. The club vision work within the wage budget. I think it was win the La Liga at the end of next season, but we've done it a season in advance. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. League table wise, here we are. Liga Santander. Let's go to the overview. Why not? We are on 103 points. I believe that's the Liga record. And then Barcelona 82, a good 21 points behind, which is unreal. Same with Atletico Madrid. Then Valencia, Sevilla, nothing really out of the ordinary. Talking about the ordinary, Mbappe, 42 goals in the league is unreal, like genuinely unreal. The guy has been on such elite form. You can see I've sort of made him the main man, and after you think maybe he's dropping off towards the end of his career, 42 goals out of nowhere. Troy Parrott has 28 as well, which you think, oh, that's still incredibly good. 28 for him. And then all of a sudden you see the next person down is Piatek with 18. It's a bit mental, really. Berto Lopez, we've had an unreal year in the league, let's put it that way. We've done really well. In the Champions League, not so well, but we'll get onto that later. I'll go to the Premier League as we've advanced a bit too far. So I'll have to just go backwards just a little bit. There we go. Manchester City crowned champions, Liverpool in behind. Congratulations to Liverpool, by the way, for winning the league yesterday. Big up to them. I am a United fan, but you've got to give them respect. They've done very well this season, won the league by a mile. So you've got to give them credit. Arsenal in behind them, then Manchester United, then Tottenham, then Everton, then Chelsea. Any surprising ones? Nothing really surprising down there, I've got to admit. Swansea staying up. Norwich coming towards the Euro League spots, so that's interesting. But yeah, that is the Premier League. Anyone been... Oh, you can't even get the player stats up because you're not from last season, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, we'll go to the Serie A then. Is that going to be the same? Yep, it's going to be the exact same. This is a bit frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. Stages, go back a little bit. What have we got here? So Juventus won the league. Inter Milan behind them. Napoli, Roma, Milan. Nothing really out of the ordinary. I'm just going to skip through these to think, unless there's like some bits and bobs down here. Who won the Bundesliga? It was Stuttgart. All right, big changes in the Bundesliga. Stuttgart have played incredibly well. It's a shame I can't get all these up. I think Pulse, this guy who's like their central attacking mid who comes striker, who's just unreal. Requested to leave, but I think he had a great season. 13 goals, 3 assists. They mustn't have conceded much last season, and I don't think they've scored as much. Haben, is he much cop? What did he do last season? 6 goals. So I don't know where the goals have come from, really, I've got to admit. But yeah. Oh, only 66 goals for them, 33 against. Not that many, really. It's about 2 a game, but I don't know where they've come from. It's probably just spread across the 11 players. It's a bit odd. So yeah, Leverkusen in behind them, which is a surprise. Bayern Munich and Dortmund really dropping off, but keeping them Champions League spots. Wolfsburg dropping off, Leipzig as well, dropping off big time. 44 points for them, way down there, and then a few relegated teams there, as you can see. And then finally, the Ligue 1 stages. Let's have a look at what's happened here. Paris Saint-Germain won the league by a mile. Lille in behind with Monaco, with Marseille and Lyon. Nothing's really changed since we've been there. Nantes, I've used that investment that I bought Haymanager with for Napoli, 50-odd million, quite well, and they've reinvested and got into the Euro League too. And I think that's more or less it. I'll go to the Europa League first. Europa League. Holders are Southampton. What's happened there? Can we see the tree? Can we have a look at the tree? We'll go for the first group knockout. So, what's Southampton's journey been? This is weird seeing Bournemouth in there as well. So Arsenal just went through, I assume, from the Champions League, played Rangers, then played Villarreal, then played Lille, and then went to Southampton in the final. Napoli went out in the quarters. So did Leverkusen, so did PSV. Southampton went straight through. Was Southampton in the Champions League? Because last season they were in the Championship. They got promoted from the Championship last season. This is mental. So what's happened here? So hold on a minute. Let's go a couple of years back. So it won't be that season. It'll be the season before. So what happened here? Southampton qualified for the Europa League. Got relegated but qualified for the Europa League. I assume through the FA Cup or something. This is crazy. That's mad. Never expected that. So yeah, Southampton actually won the Europa League. There you go. We'll go round by round. No, we won't. We'll just leave that there. It's just weird seeing Southampton up there with City, Napoli, Milan, Leverkusen, Liverpool, Dortmund, Southampton. Well, yeah, credit to Southampton, fair enough. And then the Champions League, I believe that's been played. United won it again. Fair enough. So let's have a look at what happened last season. Starting from the first knockout round, we'll do the tree. Dortmund, AC Milan, United beat AC Milan away from home, and then PSG in extra time. That looks like an interesting game, to be fair. Can we see that game? Final round. Gambato scoring from them. He's one of their one of the regens. Lecoq scoring for Paris Saint-Germain. That's an interesting one. So yeah, Gambato, one of the best strikers in the world now. He's sort of come through the ranks at United. He's been out on Charlton on loan, and then sort of had a few games. Scored 1 in 7, and 5 in 11, and 15 in 33. He's coming through. United are very good strikers, I've got to admit. They've got Martinez, Greenwood, Gaifer from Napoli, remember him? He's incredibly good. He's really good as a striker. Martial, Rashford, the likes of them. I don't know where Rashford is. Wagyu. That's weird. They've got Wagyu and Tonali. So yeah, that's more or less it. Euros wise, I've not really advanced forward since then. European. I'll just put European. I did the European Championship. There we are. So it's going to be between England, Portugal, and Germany, Spain, I assume. We'll have to see who wins that sort of thing. But yeah, that's an interesting one. And yeah, it's a bit of a weird year this year. I've got to admit, we've played incredibly well. I'll go to the world. I'll look at the biggest transfers that there's ever been. Transfers, let's have a look. So, interesting. Wow, okay. So PSG lost in the Champions League final, and the players have asked to leave, and they've sold 2 players to Liverpool. So yeah, Haymanager's gone to Liverpool for 184 million. And then Serrer as well, who we remember, has gone to Liverpool for 123. So for 300 million, they've signed two pretty good players. Haymanager played that. We've had a bit of a tough time with in the Euros. Serrer, we had a tough time with in the league. Last season, 12 goals, 12 assists. I mean, you can't fault him. He's sort of gone without injury that season, so he's done very well. Valentin, going to Chelsea for 142. He looks like like a João Felix sort of player. He looks pretty good. Vicini, he looks incredibly good as well. Italian striker, he looks incredible. 155 million for him. Then we've got Ezekiel Palacios, obviously coming to Real Madrid for 90 million for us. Erturk, went to Barcelona for 88 million. He looks really good. Lautaro Martinez, obviously. Cengiz Under. Brighton bought him. Brighton bought Angerin for 64 million. I mean, you've probably seen the trailer by now that I'm doing like a new series called Homegrown and with Brighton, and I didn't realise they spent that sort of money on them, on players. Wow, okay. Cengiz Under, 51 million to Liverpool. Liverpool have spent so much money. Let's have a look at their transfer history just really quickly. Oh, fair enough. 341 million, but only that much out. That is a weird setup. Very weird setup. Alberto Vieira. It's not even gone through yet. Right. Fair enough. But yeah, that's more or less where we stand. I'm probably going to stay with Real Madrid for the next season. Be quite interesting. We'll have another World Cup with France, and then after, I think it's the 2030 season, I might just start skipping through, because we're going to get to around about 112 episodes, I think, by the time we get to the World Cup, and then it'll be around about 120 that we're probably starting like 2030. So I just want to start zipping through the years, sort of thing, because it starts to just get a bit slower. So I'll zip through them, and then we'll see where we sort of end up in the future. But yeah, what an end to this season. Great in the league, dominant in the league, not so much in the Champions League, let's put it that way. A few players to come in. We'll have to think about where we can sign players, probably a keeper, I'm thinking. A keeper and maybe a centre-back. Depends where everyone goes, and then maybe a right winger. Who knows? We're pretty stacked up front. But yeah, we'll have to see. So, if you're excited for the next season, or whatever, if you're excited for just more content coming on the channel now, leave a like if you are enjoying it. Subscribe if you are new, or if you just watch the videos and don't subscribe, just subscribe, because a ton more stuff is coming. I'm hoping to do a bit more stuff. So yeah, I guess until next time, in the start of next season, I shall see you then. Ciao.